days, more run 8s. Anybody didn't know about that. And I'm working on a graphic here, but I'll have to finish that afterwards now because I didn't get it done in time. We're on the server. Let me turn this down a little bit. And then it's probably going to quiet down even more when I talk, so leave it at that level. I don't know how that sounds. Sounds pretty good, I guess. How you guys doing? I'm still at home. I'm going to be headed out to Barstow pretty soon, but figure we're going to go ahead and get things going here and get this train where it's going. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but I know now that I saw this. I'm currently in San Bernardino at the San Bernardino yard here, just outside of it. This train's been sitting here for a few days, and I figured why not let's grab it. So actually not, we're off the siding here, so we'll see what's going on ahead. All I did was start it, really haven't done anything yet. Barstool, no, Bar L AJ. So this is going to Los Angeles from okay, so it was brought from Barstow and it was dropped off here. Did I do that? You lead, it's going to be backwards. How would that be the lead? That's forward. This would be the trail, Long Hood Trail, middle. Okay, so we're get the specs in a minute here, but yeah, we're Bar LAJ. It started, it's a manifest, a high priority manifest, which is what the H stands for. Verse, and somebody left it here on the siding, and so we're gonna follow this other train. The music is too loud, you're saying, even when I talk? Because I had adjusted it already. How's that? Should actually even get quieter when I talk. All right, because I don't like it too loud anyways. Not for this, not while I'm talking, but I do have a compression or whatever it's called set. When I talk, it will lower. So I'm not talking. Is the music good now? All right, so let me get inside my cab here. It's nighttime, just becoming night. So we're going to turn on the step light, not that kind of step light, but the other one. Turn off the light here. We're on the Mateo Community Server here. Type to the other guys in the chat. All right, so what we're going to do is come off the parking brake. See if I can turn down the music just a little bit more there. And yeah, we got the volume up here. I am in gear. Brakes are off. We're going to have to figure out if the dispatcher is going to dispatch us, allow us to go. On a signal. We got both yard masters on right now, the one from Barstow and the one from West Colton. As well as a bunch of other people. Let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us on the server right now. One of them is an actual conductor for BNSF, and he's reading the rules to me earlier. A lot of the rules that, you know, for train operation, how it all works. Okay, so hopefully it's routing me. Okay. Coming out here, yep, we're going on the main one, Riverside, and I'm not sure where we're going from there. Could be rolling right by my house though. I don't know how long this is going to take because I have not done this route to LA. So we're going to go down through the Inland Empire. Shift F3. Not a big fan of this one. I could try this one. I had a nice one earlier. Different one. The 45. Where are we at? A5. Set the horns right. All right, but oh. Yeah, see, I don't like how it just stops. We were talking about that earlier with somebody else. That one's all right. But that's the wrong horn. Not right. Come on, why does it keep moving on me? Let's see. Yeah, that one's no good. Where's the one I had earlier? Man. That one's quiet. Stick with that one there. And I forgot to actually set a timer there for when we were out of the yard, so might be going a little fast. Anyways, this train here, we're H-bar, so we're manifest, high priority manifest. Freightliner horns? Oh yeah, for sure. We're almost 10,000 tons. It's 66 loads, 11 empties, and 49, almost 5,000 feet long. So just shy of a mile. The statute mile? It's like 5,200 feet or so, somewhere in that neighborhood. So it's a good sized train. It's heavy. But we have 2.8 horsepower per ton, so should have no problem pulling it now that we're down from the pass there. I've got a green signal coming up, so all clear. That's a lot of weenus cream in the back there. Yeah, we're pulling, I mean, I don't want to say we're pulling Lamaritas because I would throw on the emergency brakes and detach a car full of them. I was thinking I was going to do some more yard work because, I mean, that's what I like doing. Not the kind outside with the lawnmower, but moving stuff around. I finished up, I've been like all week bouncing around doing When I say little things, I don't mean little as in it takes 20 minutes, because everything takes about 4 hours to do anything around here. But we moved a whole bunch of stuff around. Victorville is where I spent a lot of time. I cleaned up that yard. I brought from Barstow, if you remember, down into Victorville, a load of cars. And then we split it all up and delivered it to the industries, and then brought it back and sent that back to Barstow here about an hour ago. So we finished that. Victorville yard is now free of all cars. The industries are empty. They're asking for more, so we'll get to that later. And yeah, take a look at the track speed's 40, so we're currently speeding. You know, I'm always speeding by accident. Got to do a check ride on the Depot Plus server at some point in the near future so that I can drive trains on there as well. Wasn't sure, I didn't remember that this track speed was 40 here. Get on my map on a different screen here. So we're going to be going through, well, we've done some of this before. So we're on High Grove, so we're going to be passing my house here pretty soon. I think we just went over the highway. I'll give myself a when I go by. So I've already passed the detector. I don't see any speed limits. It's going to bump up to 50 here at 3rd Street in Riverside. So this is where we go over the highway. AP04, what's up, man? There was that there was this mixed freight train just sitting in San Bernardino for like the last 3 days, and I guess somebody had dropped it off and they forgot about it, or they haven't come back, so I just grabbed it and it's going to LAJ. I was going to try to get up to West Colton to do some things there, but there was this thing sitting here and it needed to move, so I just went ahead and grabbed it. He wants me to drive AP wants me to drive UP stuff, and Chris wants me to drive, not the Chris that you guys know, but my different Chris here wants me to drive the BNSF. Everybody's needs stuff moved around. So we got to figure out how to get to LAJ. I have not been there. Go through La Mirada. It's going to be after that. But probably 40 miles is about 6 hours away. It's by the airport. Why am we slowing down this much? Can't be that big of a grade. Here's my come on. All right, so yeah, it's 0 grade. Here's the highway. It's a 215 highway I'm pulling over right now. My house is off to the left over here. Delete them trains. West Colton Yardmaster.
BNSF detector milepost 6.0, main 1, ambient temperature 96 degrees.
You guys remember in previous streams we've gone and worked Porphyry down in Corona. Well, we're gonna head that way. We're gonna drive right past all that. But Corona, if you're driving on the highway, is a good 12 minutes away or something like that, but by train it might be a little bit more, especially at 31 miles an hour. All right, Center Street. I know the street very well. Got stuck at a crossing here the other day, as a matter of fact. Actually, there was one going straight as the UP was going to San Jacinto. I didn't even blow the horn in time. All right. I didn't even look at my track speeds. I'm currently doing 40. Pay attention here. Track speed is 40. I'm off the gas pedal a little bit. We're already doing 41. Going above 40, so apparently at the whistle board you're supposed to whistle. And we are just on our way. All right, now we're speeding for sure. The dynamics here. Watching my speed there and blew the whistle a little bit too much. That's okay. Trying to slow her down. Not that much of a grade, but we were going. Now we're manageable. So after I get done with this stream, I'm all packed and ready to head out to Barstow. I did have a in my rental vehicle for work. I picked up a new vehicle like before I came home, and there was a tripod in there, like for a GoPro, like a big tripod, you know, a good sized tripod. And I was thinking I could use it in the GoPro. I can go out to Barstow and do some filming with the tripod. Put one both ways because I have a little one already, and then just go there and park by the yard, and or there's a little hill there, and film them as they go by. Do some rail fanning. So look on my YouTube channel here. That may come up one day. A lot of communications going up there on the all server stuff. There's pretty busy here tonight. It's been getting busier and busier. More people have been coming to the server, which has been excellent. We're going to take this train as far as we can before either we make it or we have to hang it up. Are those whistles loud? Because they're not very loud to me. See if I can adjust it a little bit. Gotta wait till I get past the crossing though. Right, now we're going too slow. All right, let's see what we got here. Run 8's up full blast. It looks like it's up pretty high in the OBS as well. All right, let me get back on my map here where we're at. Going through the Riverside area. We're at the Metro Link here, downtown Riverside. Amtrak in Mojave. Oh, I went to Bakersfield. We'll see how well I can maintain speed here. My track permits me track speed, so there's a reduction to 40. So right now it's 50, 40 in a mile and a half. Alright, so this looks like cutoff that goes UP cutoff, and they go down. I think that line, a lot of it's gone, goes down past Riverside Community College. I'm not sure where else because I don't know how much of that track's really there. I know it goes towards Ontario. That's over to like where the 10 and the 15 are. Okay, what notch am I in? I don't really see what, oh, notch 7. All right, let me put up my fence here. Or my DPU monitor. We got that reduction to 40, so let's slow her down here. Back to, I wanted notch, well, notch 1 would be okay. We're at 30, still speeding up. Going to idle. All I did was bleed the brakes and we bumped up a whole mile an hour. Slowing down a little bit. Now we're under 40, so see if we can just get one notch out of it. One. And so far we're looking, we're bouncing around a little bit. Overall we're losing speed, so let me give it a notch 2. Watch the miles per minute there if it stabilizes. Yeah, we're still losing speed. I'd like to keep it around 38. 38. You know, what better number? 69 is the only number that's better. Yeah, Washington Street coming up. That was Mary that we just crossed. Oh, come on, I want to go right to notch 2, not all the way down. Still speeding up. There we go. Yeah, now we're slowing down. Okay, back to notch 1. Dynamics. Give her a little dynamics there. A little bit more to get her down. I like that. Don't want to come off too much and then lose all of our speed, of our momentum. See how well we can manage this here. Dynamics are in setup right now. All right, so we are going to Jackson, Jefferson first, probably. I'll marker 15. Puts us to the next crossing here is Jackson, and we'll be going through Arlington. There's a crossover, probably where we're at now. Ricker's Mill is the industry coming up on our left. We've been there. Where we lost the train, disappeared on us last week before last. And Harrison and Tyler Street is the crossing. That's where that one sucks getting stuck at, because the big mall is over there. Our big mall out in the Riverside area. Used to be called Tyler Mall, now it's called something else. Now, as in the last 25 years. All the originals call it Tyler Mall still, because that's what street it's on. That's what it used to be called. And then Porphyry won't be too far after that. I've said it so many times now I can pronounce it every time. How was your, if Orko, if you're still there, how was your trip? Didn't think you'd be back tonight. It makes sense because you got to work tomorrow, but I guess I didn't play with you on, well, maybe a little bit on Friday, right? Oh, look at that, Amtrak stop for passengers. That's, I haven't seen that in a long time. We're slowly accelerating up to, we're at 38 now. That's awesome. Glad you had a really good time. Glad to have you back. Although for the next few days, you know I'm going to be busy. Although I got good news yesterday that they reduced the request down from 9 back down to 4, which is what we usually do, and that's very manageable. Now anything can change. It can go back up to 9 quickly, but so far I'm not coming in the front door. They're expecting 9, so that's pretty nice. So if it's really only a couple, then that means tomorrow we'll make sure everything we have works. But I'll reduce some of the stress off of us, get everything ready by Tuesday morning, and then Tuesday night. That's where we got to make sure everything is ready to go so I can pick it up on Wednesday. So Tuesday night might be a late night. Usually is. Late as in I may not come home until like it's time to get up and go to work. That's happened a few times. Okay, we're definitely over speeding here. Let's see, wait, what's the track speed? 50. We're not over speeding, we're fine. 50. Running his lights. It was an RPD though, that was CHP. Alright, even though I'm not over speeding, I don't want to, so I will keep my dynamics on. Keep it right at the 47, 48 range. But it's going to be difficult. We're bouncing quite a bit. Half a percent grade going down, which is why at a station I'm going through. Turned on the crossing bell. I think that's appropriate. Actually, no, it's not, because I took my son out before to the Metrolink stations watching freight go by, and you usually just roll by. You don't hear anything. I don't remember. Some do, some don't. I don't know what the actual rule is. But I know somebody who can read in his book and tell me what it is. Oh, and by the way, we are, just to make sure. All right. We're 72.98, so we're BNSF 72.98. I don't, some of you may wonder, you've seen me do both BNSF mostly and UP. Seems like in this area, Southern California, the ones that I like to work, not out in Mojave, not Bakersfield, but you know, the Southern California, it's like most of it, except for West Colton, most of the yards are BNSF. Till you get to LA, so. So that's why I run more BNSF than UP, but I don't have an affiliation to either company. I think we did a run from Porphyry out to some locals before, or some industry, some customers, and that took like an hour or two. And we're going past all that now, so I want to look at the map. I see a 50. Well, we're on the 50, but we have track speed's 50. I see a right after Corona, I see a 45 reduction as it comes into that downhill, Orange County, Anaheim, Esperanza, over in East Anaheim. And since it's night out, it's hard to see anything. That's okay, we need to concentrate on the gauges in the chat anyways. Just all clear signals. I love it. We have yeah, Auto's dispatching. Auto loves us for some reason. Auto is taking care of us tonight, which is very interesting. Probably sobered up. He was on the sauce all day, that damn Auto dispatcher. Oh, I was like, what's that flashing red up there? It's too high. So we're coming into Porphyry now, I believe. I don't know why that boxcar is in that. It's typically a spot where engines sit. That's a weird spot for it. DFAC. Porphyry DFAC. That's where you go get food. Your dining facility is DFAC. That's cool.
BNSF detector milepost 22.4, main
Yes.
1, ambient temperature 92 degrees.
92 degrees, and it's almost 8 o'clock on the server. 92 degrees, 8 o'clock is correct. It's currently 5:39 p.m. local, and it's probably 94 degrees. Let's cool off a little bit this weekend. But the heat is coming. We got some hot air coming our way starting Wednesday. So I expect it to be about 109 out in Barstow. It says only 103, but yeah, anyways. I will send you pictures of what the thermometer says. The thermometer don't lie. Unlike AccuWeather in Florida, predicting weather in California. Chris is off the bed. We're in the UK. Not throw that switch. And come off the dynamics a little bit. Starting to get a little too slow. All right, you're only at a 0.35% grade. I hit the crossing anyways. People standing there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and we are slowing down or speeding up. Speeding up slightly. I always say I'm not a big fan of road trains, but here I am driving another one. I mean, it has to be done. It has to be moved. It's already been there. It was there for sure yesterday, probably the day before. And it may have been dropped off the day before, because yesterday I worked San Bernardino. Today I was back at Victorville cleaning up that one, and the industry's there. San Bernardino I cleaned up yesterday, as in moved cars around that were left. I think it was the day before when it was left on Friday. So since this one had been sitting there for at least today would be the second day, didn't know if somebody wanted to come back and move it or not, but I've got it. Get it out of the way. They probably brought it down. They brought it down from Barstow to San Bernardino, so that's that's a 2-hour trip right there if you get all greens. So they drove it for a while. Don't blame them for parking it and wanted to, do something else or go to bed. What I do, move it for a few hours and then that's it. Come back the next day and finish up or depends. All right, so we're at the end of Corona here. Coming up on the end, and see what this 25.1. Okay, 25.1 was right after Railroad Street. We got Dark Container here to the left, and then the Prado is coming up. That's where the dam is built in 1976. Prado. It's got the a mural on it that states, it's 200 years of freedom. Because that's when they built it. It was in 1976, celebrating 1776. All right, let me get on it now because we are losing speed.
DNSS detector, milepost 26.4, main 1, ambient temperature 92 degrees.
492. So this is that Dark Container here we're passing. Crossing coming up, the Auto Center Drive. where I got my Alero when I had it. Oldsmobile Alero. I rented them all the time as I traveled for work. And then my car, somebody pulled out in front of me on a major intersection or street. They're coming out of a gas station. They crossed like the double yellow and everything. I slammed on the brakes, but I slid into them because I was on the little bit of the yellow line. He boned him, but he pulled out in front of me, and so I got rid of that one, and I bought this. I didn't get rid of it. They totaled it, even though the hood was bent or whatever. But then I had to go buy a new car. So I was like, I use these Aleros all the time, and I found a used one, new to me. Somebody else rented it. So now I know how people drive rental cars. I'd probably never do that again. I'm on the dynamics hard right now, but they're not really. Let's see. I'm wait for the speed to come down. Look like it is. We'll put a little air on the cars. Now we're coming down. Coming down slowly. Got 10 pounds on right now. Full dynamics. All right, now I'm gonna come off. Wait for the air to get all the way back to train, leave the dynamics full. Okay, so now we're at 45. Let's come lower. Let's lower the dynamics. And I see the DPU's coming back slowly there. I've got 90 pounds on the rear. That means all the air is back and now has reached the back of the train. All right, what's this crossover? This is, I guess this is Prado, I believe. Yeah, it's because we got 3 tracks coming out of Prado. So Prado was at 29.4, and this 3-track split ends over Esperanza, 6 miles. About 6.5 miles. 6.4. I don't see any grade listing on here on the map, so it's not significant. Looking up, it says it's -1. Now we're in overspeed. See if we can get the dynamics to actually take care of that, so we don't have to put air, but we will. We're barely working here. Watch that for a minute. All right, that is working. Coming down ever so slowly. I'm off the dynamics slightly. All right, 2 miles under, so let's come off the dynamics some more. Currently in like the first notch of dynamics. And watch my holding there a little bit, losing a little bit of speed, but it's bouncing around a little bit. Off the dynamics. We're almost at level passenger. We got restrictions. All right, 50. Not a restriction, it's speed limit signs. Probably doing work. There's probably some rocks falling off. All right, we got a reduction to 45 in 3 miles. You got 3 miles to slow down in 3 miles. You slow down 1 mile per mile. That might be all right. I'm just gonna keep where I'm at, which is just zeroed out. Not dynamic setup. I'm not in any forward notch. Just in zero. Idle.
1. Ambient temperature 91 degrees.
This one will stay stretched and that's what we're going for. All right, 45 now. Give it a notch. This is our upcoming 45 limit markers. For those that don't know, if the speed limit is at an angle, 45-degree angle, that means it's coming up. If it's straight like this one, that is the current posted speed limit. I, of course, am cheating because I have a readout at the very top of the screen. But I believe some engines have that now on their computer and stuff too, like when you're monitoring what track speeds are coming up, the signals. We go to notch 2 here. It's managing our train, managing our speed. Still seem to be slowing down. Okay, I got a approach. Divergent, I believe. Approach medium, not divergent. So, you don't want to pass that signal more than 40, which we're not. We're going to prepare to enter diverging route. CPU is not communicating, radio signals out most likely, or it could be an actual error. Keep an eye on it. Back. All right, where are we at? Right there. Look like we're diverging. It looks like, oh, yes. 3894, no, 72. All right, I gotta go back into dynamics. Going downhill big time. We have a stop in front of us, not a diverging. Put some air on because I know going downhill pretty good. So yeah, we had an approach medium at the last signal. It says at the top is approach medium is a flashing yellow, and that means to pass. Got too much dynamics on there. That means we're going to pass that signal no greater than 40, but be prepared for diverging route not exceeding the diverging speed limit. So there were 3 lights. They were all flashing like you're all diverging. So that's not a prepare to stop. That's a prepare to change lanes. So don't go too fast. Go at the speed limit you're supposed to. I'm not sure why, because when I look at the actual how we're set up here, we're right here. If it can, let me see. Highlight over it. Oh, now we're diverging. Okay, so now we have a yellow with diverge. Yeah, that's me. That H-bar LHA screen is so small. There was a way to zoom into it. I don't remember what that key command was. Yeah, I don't remember. Looks like we're going downhill, but that could be deceiving. See if I can find that real quick. Under keyboard. It was a DS screen, but there was, I think, I don't know. Quick zoom? No, that's right Alton. Oh, that's. I saw it somewhere before. I don't remember what it was to zoom in on your, like, see multiple pages on your chart, your track chart. We can get this thing back up to speed now. 20 miles under. What we can do means 20 minutes later. All right, so here's our approaches. All right, so I've got 2 yellers. They're solid, so I'm still, that's an approach medium. We are not greater than our crossover speed. 50 mile an hour is, that's Atwood Junction? No, because we're still on the triples. Esperanza crossover is 50, but the track speed is currently 45, so we can go 45. I'm not going too fast. I don't want to go crazy because I'm not inside looking at the gauges. 38.5, yeah, we were doing fine. Now the track speed's, well, it's 50 now, so that's weird. It went up to 50, but then it's going to reduce to 45 again. Why not just leave it 45 the whole way? I don't want to tell you to, you know, like, delimit your railroads or nothing, but why are you doing, just trying to get people tickets? I know it. Park the cops on motorcycles there and radar and stuff. Go by, you just tag your license plates. You're speeding. Gotta give you a ticket. All right, we'll see if we can slow her down naturally to 45 in a mile and a half. If not, we'll get Dynamic on it. Oh yeah, we're not dynamicing that one. Or naturaling that one. We are going to dynamic it. Full dynamics, and doesn't know what it wants to do. The train behind, the cars behind us pushing us. It's heavy. DPU hasn't caught up yet. Now we're good. Goal is to have it at 45 before we cross the finish line coming up of the speed limit. Invisible speed limit line. Alright, let me go ahead and lower the dynamic. See, the DPU is still pulling back a little bit, so answering back now at 5, and I'm at 3 on the front. I could fence it, but that'd be a lot more work. Fencing it as in I can control the engines in the back separately from the ones in the front, rather than them react to what I'm doing in front.
BNSF detector milepost 38.0 main 1.
All right, so right here, diverging approach medium. Oh, I didn't even see that guy. If I would have saw him, I was looking over at chat, and which we're good to go, but I would have dimmed my headlights for him. I don't know if he did for me. Ow. Big train DPUs. Be a long one. The grade is getting steeper here, so the dynamic brakes into setup right now. I'm gonna leave them here for a minute. All right, so now we've reached the 1 hour mark of actually moving this train, and we are just hitting the Orange County line. We passed the Orange County line. Prado was around the county line. Now we're in Orange County where Disneyland is. That would have been Kellogg there, not the cereal. The Fry's over here somewhere, down the street a bit. I've not heard that before. 2 different detectors going off at the same time. A good switch there for us. Back speed's 50. I'm trying to keep it right around there. At 45 reduction. I don't know how far it is. Oh no, we're back on 2. So yeah, we're at 50 since before we diverged, and we're coming up to. A whole bunch of I don't know if you remember when we came down here before. We went to Sunny Delight and got a whole bunch of cars from there, and I said, oh, the cars, they don't carry orange juice, they're carrying fuel. So that's where we're at. Going into 3, no. That's a switch off, going to the olive sub. Down to San Diego. Van Buren crossing. Next one's Tustin and Orangethorpe. That's where I used to play Little League. Go ahead and let her coast now. Went downhill a little bit, and we're 10 miles under the speed limit, so I'd actually have to give her a notch here. Give her 1 notch. That's 2. Yeah, we're hovering right around 41 miles an hour. This would be Orangethorpe here. Fullerton is on our right, Anaheim's on our left. Where I grew up against my house doesn't exist there anymore, but up against the Interstate 5, the one that goes from Canada all the way down to Mexico. And there was trains that would always run by on the other side of us, the other side of the freeway there. I honestly don't remember if it was SP or UP, or it wouldn't have been BNSF at the time. It would have been Santa Fe or Southern Pacific or UP. As long as I can think of, it would have been. I don't remember what it looks like, but you know, we'd hop on the wall and watch them go by. Every time they'd roll by, and the whole house would shake, even though we had 8 or 9 lanes between us, the highway. Kind of think they were dark engines, so they would have been Southern Pacific. Got bought up by UP in the 80s. I'm gonna have to look up the tracks there because I think they're still there. See where they go. I think that was down. That was their branch that went down to San Diego as well, or maybe not. Doesn't look like it was here based on the way that I'm going. I do remember these railroad tracks. Looking at the streets, goes into Fullerton, so it was a few miles east of me. That was a crossing up here.
BNSF detector milepost 43.3, main 2, ambient temperature 89 degrees.
I don't see it. It could have been off the orange sub actually. Now that, no, not based on where it's at. Oh, that one's closed. That's a 50 speed limit. Yeah, I'm looking at the Fullerton yard. It had to have been. Yeah, this goes through La Mirada and stuff, so I don't see anywhere it would have gone through. I don't know, maybe could have been on the San Diego part. Yeah, the orange sub looks right, so could have been, it would be modern day BNSF. Oops. Just wanted a fence. Not, fence isn't really doing anything for me. Not responding for some reason. Alright, we'll let the DPUs, take time, which is good because you don't want it to react instantly. Reduction of 40 and a half a mile. I was trying to fence that, I didn't even notice that. Put 10 pounds. We got 0.2 miles. Go ahead and go down to 70, another 10. I'll get us down to our speed limit time. Knock that back off. The speed limit's 50, but we're at track speed of 40, and we are doing perfect. Came off the dynamics. In fact, now I gotta give her a notch or two. This is the Fullerton Depot Amtrak. Or Metrolink. Well, Amtrak came there too. I forgot. We sent somebody off on one of them before. He's toning out. Alright, so let me look up here and see how much further I have to go. I've got... Oh, it said 7729. I'm 7298. For a second, that was me. Bare cable storage is coming up. And so I've got 164.1 is the signal. 164 in Hobart Yard. Trying to see which one I'm supposed to be going to. This is LAJ, so J Yard. Yeah, LAJ. E page 14. Oh, that's the actual yard. Now, how do I get there though? I gotta back in? Doesn't seem right. La Mirada, Santa Fe Springs. LAJ connector comes off at Eastern Avenue. At speed 50. Look at the outside of the train again. So I'm gonna click on this window. LAJ and Vern. Alright, so it looks like I have another, we approach medium. Make sure we're doing 40. Just gotta find where LAJ is. J yard. Okay, I'm at 40. Okay. I really got to figure out how to get there. I got to pull in there because we're here for La Mirada. It's hard to see. I don't know how we're getting in J yard. I have to grab a siding and pull it, park it, and go fly there and look to see how I get there. I'm looking at the LAJ. Alhambra to Redondo Junction. LAJ, JY. OJ. West via San Bernardino. OJ West Branch. This is where it gets kind of crazy. I'm on main 2. Am I pulling into La Mirada yard? I don't know what this is here. This might be barrel cable storage, perhaps? Buena Park Metro is coming up. And after that is the La Mirada yard. So I'm going to pull in La Mirada yard and probably tie her down. Then we'll have to figure out how to get it into J yard from here. So I'm going to have to fly that route and plan it out because I've never been there before. Not going westbound. I've come out of there. You know, look, railroad tracks. All you do is follow them. All right, so this would be the Buena Park Metro Lake Station, I believe. So that's at 160.7. Like, yeah, we're going to be going. So just up here is going to be the switch to go into La Mirada yard. Somewhere up here. So I'm going to start slowing her down. I want to be able to get it in time. The next signal is 160.4, or maybe 160.3. See page 8. So we'll come in. Yep. And then 23. Yeah, we're too long. We are 4,900, so we're gonna have to split it in two. Nowhere to just park it. And maybe we can just leave it on the siding. Like the exit out of the yard, though. Slow down too much. There's a whole lot of industry there. That's neat. I'm just looking at maps over here in the other SPJ yard is what I'm looking at now. A long train for that yard as well. Let me get back up to this Winter Park. We just gotta look out for it. It's gotta be it right there. Yep. We'll throw this old style switch here. Can I not throw it? Why not? How do you throw these switches? Oh, like that. Alright. And then we got a green here. I don't know if it'll hold the whole train. Let's see what we got. Nope. Well, it's got all this. Let's see. Yeah, that's all industry. Can't block that. Well, that's where it's just going to have to go. Just don't have too much of a choice. And that's green there, so we're going to block it for a minute. I didn't put the distance counter on, but it didn't quite work. So it's 4,900 feet, and we've got to get it all on there. Go up the head end here. We're going to block all of this. I'm sure that is free fall here. Yep, so then we're going to take this too. Take all this runway. And maybe we can stop it before we get there. Long ways to go. Thousand feet to go. There's just nowhere to stop anywhere this long of train. We got about another hour to get to LAJ, however that's done. It's not on the main though, so that's what's the most important. We got another 40 cars or so to clear the main. Another notch here. We're pretty much just cruising now, but I started that counter probably 800 feet into siding. run back there and look at it as we, I know in this siding, fortunately we block everybody else, but we got enough room to park it here. We got to make our hour and 15-minute drive to Barstow. It's going uphill a little bit. Not sure. Oh, it says 0. That says 1,400 feet. I'm gonna go back and look at it. It hits like 800. I'll probably just pull it to the edge of this siding here. But I have to throw the... Oh, look at that. UP train hauling out. H-UP. Based on the tags. Back to the front. I'll write down where I left it, and it's gonna have to be, fortunately. Oh, come on, because the menu's on, I can't, put a notch in there. Can slow this down now because I was typing. Okay, parking brakes on. Take a look outside. So we are free of any cross traffic. Turn off the lights. We'll tire down. Head on to the back. Off these guys. Oops. Oh. Isaac, why do I keep doing that? That's all I've been. Oh, it's the car next to me. Jesus. All right. Running. Running. I don't want to waste all the fuel. So yep, it's blocking everything, but here's what it is. Either I or somebody else have to get it out of there later. There it is. It sits in La Mirada and ready to continue the journey on the LAJ. So I want to thank everybody here for watching. That is Simulator Sunday, 1.5 hours. We made it. And I'll be out of here. I'll be back on Wednesday on Twitch for another Beer Kegger playoff game. We'll be playing Television Stars. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Twitch.tv/Kung Fu Beer. I hope you guys join me there. Until then, I'll see you guys, and you guys have a great week. See you on Wednesday.